it's important that the marketers of the world continue to say that and explain that, hey, there's a big opportunity right now in lead management because most of us have checked out with the AI revolution, and that handoff from AI to human is not happening. And that will destroy our funnel. That will ultimately result in a very low lead to lease. And again, we're all ultimately going to be responsible for that. So it's important we speak up on that point.
It's not going to change. And that's something that I had to learn so early on. You know, when Caleb told me these numbers, it's like they're set in stone. And I was like, dude, they can't be like that. There's no industry that's just regular like this. You know, coming back to what I was saying earlier, my previous experience just didn't cross over. And once I was willing to just believe you and say what he's saying is actually true, it's the truth. And if I operate this way, I will get to success. I have to trust, you know, my fearless, you know, digital marketing lead and just do what he says, right? And it worked, right? So the proof has to be in the pudding. And for me, it was. I learned that, wow, you actually do on average see 8% lead to lease. You actually do on average see 25% lead to tour. They were true. And then when I lived by that math, I was able to identify, okay, I have a problem here, you know, and we would go and diagnose those.
It was very segmented. And there's different ways of saying what's happening in the funnel. For example, like we're not closing, right? That's something I hear all the time is we're not closing. What you're really saying is our tour to lease is bad. So you don't have a marketing problem, or, hey, we don't have enough leads. What you're really saying there typically in multifamily is your lead to tour is not very good. We're not getting enough. And you had to kind of listen through the noise to figure out as a digital marketer, this is actually what they're saying. This is actually how I'm going to fix their problem. When a property manager says, I don't have enough leads, they may or may not be saying you don't have enough spend. I don't know. Again, I would want to look at the data, but typically what they're saying is if I don't have enough leads, it means that they don't, in their mind, they don't have enough people walking in their door. And that was always confusing to me because I'd be sitting there and knock and I'm like, you had 110 leads last month. What do you mean you don't have enough? You didn't have enough leads. And then I would look and I'm like, oh, they only had 6 tours. So it was very confusing, right? And again, what good people will do is teach you that, hey, what they're actually saying is different than what they're saying. What they're saying is they need more people walking in their front door. Lead management's obviously a big part of this. It's a big challenge in our industry. And again, I think AI is even making this more confusing and more frustrating for property managers. But again, as a marketer, what you want to do is get in with good people, understand the lingo, understand these weird terms, to Jono's point, aren't going anywhere. This is how the industry is going to operate. And again, we just want to bring clarity to it and actually be able to bring data to the conversation. When somebody says, I don't have enough leads, I don't have enough tours, as a marketer, we know how to fix that. Because it's very easy to get into the emotional opinion-based marketing argument that happens every single day at every single property. It's opinion-based. And where you will survive and thrive is if you actually bring data to the conversation. And the 8-25-33 model will allow you to bring data. So when someone says, I don't have enough leads, I don't have enough tours, I don't have enough leases, you have data to back it up, why it's good or why it's not. And then the beautiful part of it is when this is working really well, Jono, and you need more leases, it's as simple as just turning on the faucet at the top of the funnel. My favorite part about seeing funnels come into shape, which we see all the time, is it's so easy for us to go replicate it, right? When I talk about a scalable, replicatable funnel, this is what I'm talking about. When all these things are working in unison really, really well, then we can truly go spend money very quickly and get a result very quickly. 60 days is what we see, 30 to 60 days from start to finish. The multifamily prospect typically takes 10 to 13 points of contact. But again, my favorite part about this is when it's working, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It works in unison, and everyone wins. Everyone's happy.